Welcome to Two Hotties and a Naughty, a podcast about life's little victories, hotties, and constant disappointments, naughties. Here are your hosts, Michael Beck, Hicks, and Dwight Slappe.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Two Hotties and a Naughty. My name is Hicks.
My name's Michael Beck.
And I'm Dwight Slappe.
All right, everyone, the people have spoken. Guess who won again? Me, baby. Keep those polls, keep those votes going at the polls. I'm ready to keep doing this every week. But for this week, my winner's choice hottie is going to be go-to appetizers. Now, I do have to institute an exclusion to this, and that would be wings. Wings are not allowed. I don't care what your menu says. Wings are no longer an appetizer. They have transcended beyond appetizer level. There are chain restaurants across the nation dedicated to wings, so I will not allow those. They are delicious, and if they were allowed, I'm pretty sure, I know mine would be that. I'm pretty confident Dwight's would be that as well, so I am going to exclude those from it. I'm not sure what Beck's is going to be. Probably like boiled goose or something along those lines. But,
boiled goose.
So,
traditionally, the best way to cook goose.
Right, of course. So, go-to appetizer. So, my go-to appetizer is nachos. Now, I know there's a lot of controversy around nachos, and some people there is. Some people say nachos.
When Nacho's old tweets showed up, it got real bad for a while.
It really got dicey for a bit. But some people steer away from nachos depending upon what the serving size is. If it's going to be a heaping plate, they don't want that because they feel after a bit those nachos kind of get stale, soggy, the cheese firms up or whatever. I don't care. Nachos are beautiful no matter how long they've been on that table. They're so versatile. Do you want chicken on those? Do you want steak on those? Just beans? Do you want chili? Do you want ground beef? Anything. The world's your oyster. There's so many different variations of nachos these days. It's wild, and they're all delicious. Well, mostly. But if I go somewhere and I'm getting an appetizer that I trust, it's going to be the nachos.
Now, Slice, do you take nachos home with you?
Oh, yeah.
If you don't finish them?
Absolutely. They're coming home with me regardless. I know most people going to leave those boys there and just let them go back to that dumpster in the back alley. Not me. No nachos left behind. They're coming home with me, and right about 10 p.m. before I go to bed, I'm going to make a horrible decision, and I'm going to eat those things straight out of the fridge. I'm not even going to, don't try to heat them up. Then they just become a disaster. They're coming straight out of the fridge, all that cold cheese goodness, everything. Now the chips, they're going to be a little soggy and not as crisp, but you know what? It's okay. You're still
eating
delicious.
Cold nachos?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm a nasty
So
boy.
not even on a baking tray into the oven for a few minutes.
Don't waste my time with that nonsense.
You're like a human raccoon.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm the fridge panda.
Now here's a question for you. Do you open a new bag of chips at home and use those to get some of the old nacho
to
toppings?
Rejuvenate the nachos?
Yes, to rejuvenate the nachos. Yeah,
you just blew
the
my
way that
mind.
the Silicon Valley billionaires get like their children's blood injected into them. Yeah, it's the same thing, but with nachos.
You've seen the substance, right? Do you ever substance your nachos?
This is like some nacho necromancy here, and I am here for it. I've never thought about that, but I know what I'm doing next time I get some nachos. I'm gonna get a fresh bag of chips, and I'm gonna scoop up. Oh man, cold chips on room temperature chips, crispy chips. Oh, this is going to be so good. Thank you for that, Beck.
You're welcome. I've learned a few things about the art of eating in my travels.
Beck, here, this is just me and you. Let's not tell him that he could have nacho cheese at home and also warm some more of that up and put it on top of this monstrosity that he's made. He's probably not prepared for that. We're recording in the morning for the first time. His brain's not fully functioning.
Yeah. It's best that we keep this secret from Slice, I think, for his own sanity.
What are you guys talking about over there?
Politics.
To do with nachos?
Yeah.
Oh, boo. Yeah. No, thank you. I'll stick to nachos.
My wife actually and I just had homemade nachos, a few days ago at home, which have become one of my favorite little things to have at home for dinner. Yeah, I love a homemade nacho. Yeah.
Slice,
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to let you know that you're not alone with the eating the leftover nachos, because Leanne, my girlfriend, takes home nachos all the time. She does reheat them, but I've also seen her take home French fries and reheat those at home. So she's a total psychopath. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
the person you want on your team for this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We will survive any apocalypse because I don't even heat the fries. I take them home, but I don't even heat them. See?
You
I mean,
ain't
sometimes I do.
Cold French
Sometimes.
fries are way worse than the nachos thing. This is a whole other
Well, it depends.
psych paper that somebody's going to write about you.
Sometimes I'll throw them in the air fryer to try to rejuvenate them. But you know what? Sometimes I just don't have the time for it, and I'll just grab those boys out of there cold. That's all right. They're
All the
good.
time. This is when I realize all the times you've joked about eating Vienna sausages were not jokes. You'll eat
I haven't
anything.
had one in a while, but yeah, my childhood. Yeah, straight from the can, boys. Maybe a saltine, maybe some mustard. Who knows?
Well, to get the taste of disgusting cold nachos out of our mouth, my favorite appetizer are the jalapeno poppers that my wife makes at home. So like my lovely wife Crystal, who prepares a wide variety of wonderful, delicious things. So I'm not talking about like the breaded crap you buy in a bag at the grocery store and then have to spread out on a baking sheet. And I mean, those can be great. Those are fine. But the jalapeno poppers my wife makes at home, she I do our grocery shopping ordinarily, so I will get a bunch of jalapenos and cream cheese and bacon, and you cut the jalapenos in half long ways, and you scoop out the seeds, and in the little jalapeno canoe you fill it with cream cheese, and then you wrap it in bacon, pop those into the oven. Oh man, you have a delicious healthy snack there. So healthy without the breading. Just focus on the nourishing bacon and cream cheese, and there's some green in there. It's tremendously healthy.
I would love to eat some of those cold straight out of the fridge. Those sound so
They
good.
actually are delicious cold, straight out of the fridge, like the next day. Yeah.
Hey, see?
Slice, does this sound like Beck is just trying to promote Crystal's jalapeno popper business?
I think so. I'm pretty sure I saw it on DoorDash the other week, and I mean, they look good.
It's very specific.
At some point within the last year, I saw pre-made jalapeno poppers in like the pre-made foods deli section at the grocery store, and I saw a version of the jalapeno poppers my wife makes in the grocery store, and like I was outraged. Like I wanted to speak to the manager and demand a cut, but I also don't ever want to have to talk to anyone at the grocery store, so I let it go.
When she inevitably leaves you, you have those as a backup.
Mm-hmm.
No, she'll definitely demand the recipe for those jalapeno poppers in our very complicated divorce proceedings.
I myself am not a fan of the jalapeno popper. I just have I do not enjoy cooked peppers. I like a raw pepper, like just a cut up green or red or yellow peppers with some dip, maybe. I don't dig them when they're cooked.
So like
the
fajitas or something like that, or right out for you then.
Right out for me.
Mm.
When I go to a Mexican place, I don't even get nachos. I I can't believe it's on the kids menu. I will get, whether they call it a roast con pollo or pollo Jalisco, whatever they want to call it. It's rice with queso and a protein on it. And that's it. And I dump salsa all over it. It's delicious. I don't like peppers cooked, and I don't like beans. Get right out of here.
Wow. Oh man, you and my
Like
youngest son Desmond have the same
I was
go-to
saying
there.
eventually beans will be my naughty on one of these, but that's not this week. So I can do a little preview right
Oh
now.
man, I got to prepare myself for that one. I'm going to war for beans.
Oh yeah,
Love
I know.
my
beans
beans.
are like a miracle food. Yeah.
From what I
beans
hear,
are
they're the magical fruit.
That's what I was going to say. Tell
you
me more.
monster.
For my appetizer, I had some thoughts. I went back and forth, but an answer became very obvious to me, and the answer is fried pickles. Fried pickles are my favorite appetizer because of the mystery of the fried pickles. Because as we were talking about me being picky, I don't like dill pickles, and I don't like ranch at all. But if you give me a fried dill pickle with a spicy ranch sauce, I will eat the whole thing.
Yep.
The runner-up
Now,
for me
Claire-
was mozzarella sticks, but I've never, like, you get order of mozzarella sticks, there are 8 of them. I eat 2 and I feel gross. I never want more than 2 mozzarella sticks. I'm out. My body can't process it.
Yeah. I was going to say my go-to growing up, is the mott sticks, and my body
It has
back
to be
then
for
could
kids,
handle it.
right?
Oh yeah, at the pool, I would get that go-to. That was the thing at the concession stand. Give me those mott sticks every time. Delicious.
But fried pickles, they're just, it's like an elevated potato chip if you do it correctly.
But
Yes.
now I will say, it's got to be the chips to me. It can't be the spears. I don't care for the fried pickle spears. They're okay. They'll do in a pinch, but if you compare the two, the chips are the clear winner.
The first time I had the fried pickle, it was spears at Macintosh's in Huntington, rest in peace, prepared by Kenny the cook. Shout out Kenny. That guy was killing it in the kitchen.
He
At
was.
at the now deceased bar in Huntington that we're talking about. And he made this killer Southwestern ranch sauce that just made everything better. But you're right. Most places have the chips.
Yeah.
And typically those are better. We've been going to the Cold Spot recently in town in Charleston, and they put their house wing rub on their fried pickles. Real game
Those
changer,
were tasty.
boys.
Yeah,
Real game
those were very
changer.
tasty.
Dwight, you were actually the person who first introduced me into the exciting world of the fried pickle at Macintosh's. R.I.P.
This is the time where I'm sponsored by most pacemaker companies, so I have to do that for everybody.
Disclaimer,
By most pacemaker companies.
Most. Listen,
Hasn't cornered the market quite yet, but he's getting there.
some of them are smaller and can't afford me.
Yeah. Well, and then there are those dipshits at Heartbeat where, like, oh man, they to hell with those guys.
Those mom and pop pacemaker companies, they're not on your level.
Welcome back. For my homegrown hottie this week, boys, I'm very excited about this hottie. My homegrown hottie is making a Pulitzer Prize winner cry, which I have done. I was reading the news, as one regrettably has to do from time to time, and saw that several weeks ago, the wonderful historian Kathleen Duvall won the Pulitzer Prize in History in 2025 for her book, Native Nations, A Millennium in North America. And I had Kathleen as a professor in a class many years ago when I was stupidly working on a PhD in history. And I said something funny in class. I don't remember what it was. The story would be better if I remembered. And it made Kathleen Duvall laugh so hard that she cried. And that is one of my fondest memories from my otherwise dissolute and depressing mid-20s. And there we go. I've made a Pulitzer Prize winner laugh so hard she cried.
Did you tell her beans were the magical fruit?
Probably, yeah.
Did you do that thing where you take your thumb away from your hand? I guess that's more up close magic, but some people really get a kick out of that.
He stole her nose.
Oh. Well, I told her my favorite joke, which is a skeleton walks into a bar and he orders a drink and a mop.
You probably lent her your copy of the Kelsey Grammer movie Down Periscope.
Now, Down Periscope is genuinely funny in part.
It's a fine film.
Yeah, a fine film. That in truth, that probably is what happened. We just set aside the discussion in seminar that day and had a special screening of Down Periscope.
I'm just happy that this whole thing took a turn for the better, because at first I was like, oh my God, you made this poor professor cry. And then the turn came and then we learned, oh, it was from laughter. Oh, okay. This is an upbeat. Good. This can definitely be a hottie. And I was like, this is going down a naughty road here, Beck. I don't know, but
no. All of my bad cries are from Nobel Prize winners. So.
Oh, you made Kissinger just blubber. It was sad.
Just like really, really ugly, angry weeping. It was.
He needed a good teardown.
What I didn't like was at the end of all of it, he thanked me and said that he had really needed that.
He just needed a little perspective for all the war crimes that he had committed.
No one had ever said anything to him about it before. It was.
That's really important for personal growth.
He was in like a supportive cocoon. Like nobody ever.
People just kept enabling him, putting him in a bubble, treating him so delicately, and it just really opened his eyes, Beck.
There's this wonderful comedy show about Kissinger to be written where his entire life he's treated like a stereotype baby millennial, where just always coddled and always given his little treats of avocado toast. And
his helicopter mom, just,
his helicopter mom, yes, yeah. And the day he first witnesses someone being mean to another child, like he just has an existential crisis and goes, no, I can't believe this happens in the world. Yeah. But yeah, rather than reading anything written by Henry Kissinger, everyone should go out and buy Native Nations, A Millennium in North America by Kathleen Duvall. Who says you don't learn things on the show?
All right. So my homegrown hottie for the week is poker, the game of poker. More specifically, I'd like to focus on, poker with friends, in-house games. many years ago when I went away to grad school, some friends and I, classmates and mutual friends, we started playing some in-house poker, and it was great. Just a fun thing to do on the weekends, just low stakes, kind of tournament style, $25 buy-in, casual, just hang out. Good way to hang out and just, have a few drinks. And anyways, fast forward, and after grad school, so many of us moved all over different areas from Minnesota, Oregon, Illinois, Massachusetts, just all over the country. So, yes, Coco.
Coco likes poker. Coco
Coco
likes
is a
poker.
big poker fanatic.
Coco's really more of a pharaoh gal. More action.
Parcheesi.
Pharaoh.
Um,
Parcheesi.
But so then we kind of shifted to an online format, which has been great. We play on a little site, Poker Now, and it's been really fun. It's been a great way, and especially during COVID, as we were all cooped up, it was a way for us to get together, kind of like what we do here with the podcast. A great way to hang out once a week and just kind of catch up. And so, and it's always fun. You develop your Beck's always been my nemesis as far as on a personal friend level, and so poker, you develop plenty of nemesi as well, and it's great. Richard, if you're out there listening, you will always be my number one in the world of poker. Beck, you'll always be my number one in the world of boring stories. But we battle for the trophy. But yeah, you guys play much?
It has been years since I've played cards, but I love to play cards. When I was living in North Carolina, my then housemate and now friend Ed and I went to his buddy Dave's house. It's important that the listener know the names of all these people.
Absolutely.
And we had a regular card night that was. Yeah, it was a ton of fun. And we just play with guys who were neighbors in this upper middle class neighborhood, and and Ed and I were both impoverished grad students, and it would be very satisfying to win. Like okay, yeah, I've gotten your whatever it was we were playing for, $10 or $20. Think you're so big, 28-year-old doctor. Well, my double quarter pounder with cheese is on you tonight.
I haven't played in probably a decade. There was talk in Charleston about getting a game together. And Slice, you said the key thing, it's tournament style. You want everybody to be on equal footing. The problem is the people that wanted to play this were fine with tournament, but then they wanted unlimited buybacks. So what's the point?
Oh, yeah. No, we cut
I'm
off.
not going to spend more than
round.
$25 on a tournament game, maybe 50. But if somebody's got unlimited cash that they can throw around, I'm just going to be pushed out of that game.
Yeah, that's just a bad format. So, I mean, we do buybacks up until fifth round or something like that when the blinds keep going up. So we cut it off eventually because, then it gets out of hand. And usually I always limit myself to if there's a little bit in my pocket there, I'll go for one buyback, but I have a one buyback limit for myself personally. And most of the time I don't even do that. I just lose gracefully and, cuss everybody out and then I log off. But yeah, if you guys ever want to play, we always have, we're always looking for more suckers. No, I'm just kidding. Players out there.
What you want to do is you always want to make sure that you're playing cards with a mortgage adjuster so that if someone really needs to buy back in, they can just sign over that house to everybody else
for $25.
Yeah. See, the first taste is $25 slice.
My homegrown hottie this week is spending time by yourself.
Yeah,
it's hard.
Love it. Yes,
it's hard. When you live with somebody, you don't get a lot of time on your own. And this coming week, my beautiful girlfriend Leanne has to go to Minnesota for work, and I'll have 3 glorious days with just me and some cats. Really looking forward to it. We've both made sure there are vegetables in the house because she's like, please eat a vegetable while I'm gone. And I said, of course I'll eat some vegetables while you're gone. I'm not going to eat a single vegetable while she's gone. Not a one.
He's going to throw them in the garbage and make sure he takes it out and it's gone before she gets back. Oh, I ate those, yeah.
Here's the plan. First day, I'll probably just get a large-ass pizza and eat it all day. Second day, maybe I go out for dinner. Maybe I get some wings. I've already got some.
Might I recommend the nachos?
No nachos. You monster. I've already got some microwavable breakfast sandwiches in the freezer, which have to be great for me. But those have cheese on them. That's sort of like a vegetable, right? I'm not really clear on that. But
well,
yeah, I'll get a watch.
You're working on getting in all of your essential sodiums this week, Dwight, I think.
Got to retain that water, you know.
I drink a ton of water, so I'm allowed a little bit of a sodium budget, I think.
You've earned it.
But yeah, this only happens a few times a year. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I love some alone time. I've got to have a little bit, you know, even if it's just 20, 30 minutes a day. I need my time, but it's hard to come by when you got, you know, kids and everything. It's my shadows.
Well, you did that to yourself, didn't you?
Well, yeah, it's to be, yeah. Yep, self-inflicted.
I think in my house, I know this will shock everyone. I think that my wife Crystal enjoys her alone time away from me much more than I enjoy my alone time away from her. I'm often sort of going, oh yeah, but let's just be in the same room, Crystal, and you can work on your thing and I'll work on my thing, but we'll still be together. And my wife is saying, why don't you go to a different floor of the house? And I go, okay.
Honey,
maybe
just
the
take
park.
a nap and I'll sit here and stare at you.
We hardly ever do that.
That's more of a first year or two together kind of thing. You get over staring at someone sleeping.
I will say I'm now one of those disgusting assholes who I will definitely sit and watch the dog sleep. It's the most precious, wonderful thing when she just has her little dog snores and little dog dreams. Yeah.
To be fair, I do it with the cats because they curl up in real cute positions. It's pretty cute.
Yeah.
And by looking at them, I don't sit and stare at them. I'll take a glance and go, oh, that's cute. And then I'll move on with my day back.
Yeah. See, I mean, that is my day. Like that.
He's got his camera out recording Coco. He's going to go show Crystal later, and she's going to slowly go up to the attic and say, you go to the basement for a bit. I'll be down in about an hour. And Beck will just sit there watching his videos of Coco and jalapeno poppers.
Slice, before the entire family moved back to West Virginia, you had some time to finish out a job contract you were on. Separate in D.C. What were the pros and cons of you being away from the family for an extended amount of time?
Well, so that's a great thing to bring up, because while alone time is great, too much alone time is not great. Because it was like, at first it's like, cool, I get to catch up on these video games or TV shows and things that, you know, Autumn usually wouldn't want to watch with me. And I was like, this is awesome for a little bit. And then it felt like I was talking to a volleyball named Wilson after a while, and it got a little dicey. But put on some weight. Just wasn't in a good spot there. So it was about 3 months, I believe, 3 or 4 months I was away from my family. I would come in on some weekends, but yeah, everything in moderation, including alone time, is what I like to say on that.
Boys, let's move on to the naughties. I'll go first. My naughty this week is locking your keys in your car. This I have to say, this didn't happen to me this week. This happened to my dad, and then that became my responsibility. And you may say to yourself, well, surely there's a second set of keys that will allow you to get the first set of keys out of the car. Well, there was, but he lost those keys. Those keys are gone. Those keys are gone. So now, in the time of random shit popping up on our social media feeds, I assume all of us have seen these things where you put tape on a window if there's a baby in a car. Have you seen this?
Yes,
Ways to get into a car if there's
Just
a baby in a hot car. Yeah, you put duct tape or masking tape all over the window, and then going down like little ropes, and then you put more masking tape on top of that to secure it, to anchor it, and then you wrap around all the duct tape going vertically together to form a rope, and then you pull down the duct tape to open the window. And let me tell you, boys, that does not work. Because
myth busted.
Yeah, exactly. What happens, and you won't be shocked to hear this, is that the tape breaks. Well, I'm sure it works for like an 87 LeSabre, something.
But the window's fallen off track several times already. Yes.
Yeah.
No, but this is a 2013 Jeep Wrangler, and it was not working.
That window's going nowhere.
No. And then I called a locksmith to use the little balloon device they use to get car doors open now, and that wouldn't even fit into the gaps in the door. So we ended up having to pay to have a new key made. So that happened.
Oh, that's not cheap.
I basically bring this up so I can tell the story of the last time I locked my keys in my car, which was when I was living with Michael Beck for the summer in the year 2001, maybe?
2001, maybe 2002. Yeah. Around there. Long ago.
Yes. I got word that I was an assistant manager at a independent video rental chain / tanning bed. And we had just been bought out by a national chain, and it wasn't even a Blockbuster. It was Movie Gallery. And so all my hours were cut. And the manager, before he got fired, was like, can you drop off these receipts to the post office to send to corporate? I was like, of course I can. But I was so distraught over all the change at work that I left my car running. And I have the distinct memory of getting out of my car and trying to lock the car, going, why won't this car lock? Well, because the keys were in the ignition. That's why.
We're trying to save
At which point I manually locked the door. I was like, you piece of everything today is the fucking worst. And I locked the car. I slammed the door. I go mail the shit, and I come back, and there's my locked car still running. So, of course, I had to call AAA, and they unlocked the door. And that was the day I went back to Beck's apartment as a 21-year-old man. It was 2000 is when it was. It was the year 2000. Or 2000. No, 2001. It was 2001. And I had not been a drinker until that exact day, and that day put me through enough to where I was like, Beck, let's go to the liquor store. And Beck took me to the liquor store.
I like that I'm really the pusher man in this story.
No. I insisted. I
do remember you insisted. Yeah.
We go to I believe Big Bear is where we went.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just remember you guys sitting in a parking lot with a folding table drinking Amber Box, I think, at one time. Was that the night?
I mean, that could have been a lot of times.
That's what we call Tuesdays around here.
Yeah. Beck set up his folding table and is selling homemade lemonade / Amber Bock for a nickel a cup.
Oh, we felt so fancy drinking the Amber Bock too. In retrospect, get out of here. Just
right, exactly. Yeah.
Gross.
It's like, oh, if it's not Bud Light or Miller Lite, it must be top shelf.
It was a simpler time, and I once locked my keys into my 2003 Pontiac Sunfire when it was parked at the gas station. And I called our friend Joe Doddridge. Hey, Joe, if you listen to the show. And said,
shout out East End Body Shop.
Yeah. And said, hey, Joe, you own a body shop. You can help me with this basic car-related thing, right? And Joe went, oh, no, I don't know anything about cars.
He doesn't. No thing.
And so I had to call AAA and talk with a real raggedy rainbow of people in the parking lot at the Speedway on Hal Greer in Huntington, West Virginia, that really attracted all walks of life, from university presidents to your local meth peddlers to everyone in between. Sometimes they were all the same person. Yeah. Boys, my naughty this week is when someone throws something to me and expects me to catch it. Why the fuck in the year of our Lord 2025 are there still people doing this to me? There are many reasons I am not a Major League Baseball player. One of them is that I can neither throw nor catch. My wife is regularly tossing me things, and I can only assume at this point she does it specifically because she knows I won't catch it.
It's a power play. That's exactly 100%. What she's asserting dominance.
Mm-hmm. Just entertainment too. It's just entertainment factor too.
Well,
as you were saying this, I'm like, you work from home. Who is throwing things at you?
Crystal comes home from work and she's like, think fast, dipshit.
She also knows that after she throws something at me and I fail to catch it, then she's going to get to be subjected to my ridiculous fulmination about, why would you ever throw anything to me? Do you know how emasculating it is when I can never catch anything?
Oh, that's just the cherry on top.
Is it more emasculating to not catch it, or have to explain to her that it's emasculating that you don't catch it?
Dwight, I'm having to explain that a lot of things are emasculating a lot of the time. It's hard to narrow it down.
I'm in the fun situation where I've been a chubby guy most of my life. and I don't appear at all athletic. So when I do catch something, I often get the wow. I'm in that sweet spot where no one expects anything. But I got a little bit of game, just a little bit.
Now you're inviting the people of Southern West Virginia to walk past you and just toss things at you.
That's one of my favorite things to watch. It's like those videos of like the person you would least expect it from on like the basketball court or something, and then just like hitting the threes, those like no look passes and everything. And oh yeah. It's so good, so cathartic.
That's me, except I don't make any of those shots.
Hey, but you can throw a football. I've seen it before. We used to play football in the park. Yep. Dwight and I, we would alternate as QBs for the team. We would just always throw it up to our friend Benji because he was the most athletic.
Absolutely. Benji would just run past everybody, and all you had to do was throw it far enough. It was, I mean,
it's like
we won't
Brady
overstate our skills.
Right, exactly. Throw it up. Benji's out there somewhere. He'll adjust.
We just had to get the ball past Justin McElroy and Jason Eldridge, and I mean, we won't say varsity athletes.
Right. You know, they had their skill sets, but Benji was just an all-around, phenom, and we were
mountain man.
That's right. Yep. Oh yeah, the glory days.
Beck
would keep stats on the sideline.
I was about to say I'm so athletically gifted that Justin McElroy is out there on the field, and I'm refilling the Gatorade jug on the sidelines.
Gotta have our equipment manager. All right, guys. Well, my naughty for the week. This is something that gets me pretty heated. People who hold up the line or the flow of traffic for no real reason other than to just talk, or, you go to the store. Like, for example, this past week, I went to Kroger, tried to get in there, and there were 4 senior citizens standing there, and they're not even just they're standing in a way where they're all side by side, just blocking the flow of traffic into the store. And I was the first one there, and I'm like, okay, I'll give them like a 5 Mississippi here, and we'll see how this. No, they were just catching up like they hadn't seen each other in years. And then I turn around, and eventually there was like 6 people behind me, and we're all just standing here. And then I was like, I need to get. And then finally we got through, and I'm just like, what is so important? You just couldn't step to the side here? And it's worse, I think, whenever you're in a car and you're trying to get somewhere, you might be running late, and someone in front of you, it's just, a little 2-lane street. They stop when they see someone on the side of the road walking, and they're like, oh, hey, Johnny, what's up? Yeah. Oh, Timmy got a game tonight? God. Yeah. He's killing it out there. Yeah, he's having a great season. And I'm like, fucking call each other. Stop. Don't stop. Go. Just go. This is the worst. Like making small talk with the cashier.
The thing stopping in the road to talk to somebody, I am an immediate honker. I will honk right away. Like, understand that is not how our society works, everyone.
No, this is a street. It's not a speakeasy. Just go. But yeah, it's terrible. Like, whenever they just make conversation, like you have your time whenever the cashier, as long as they can multitask here, have that conversation while they're ringing you up or everything, or you're making the payment. But once the payment is made and you've got your receipt, get the fuck out of the way and let us go through. Like, you sit there and you just sit there and be like, oh, these used to be a lot cheaper. It's kind of crazy how much the prices have gone. No, stop. Go. Post on Facebook about this. Keep it moving. But yeah, it's just the worst.
My least favorite one of these people is the person you're trying to leave the store, and you're in that little foyer area where like the coin star is. You're not inside, you're not outside. And the person that stops in that tiny room to check their receipt or look at how much they've saved. And all they have to do is go another 4 feet, and we're all in the outside world. If you could just move a little bit more.
Oh yeah, me when I'm done, I'm not even taking the time to put the stuff in my wallet. I'm moving first with all of it in my hands, and I'm like, okay, I'm out of the way now. The flow of traffic can keep going. Now I'll put my stuff in here. Okay, everything's in order. Now I'll leave. But I step out of the way so everything can keep moving. Oh, it's the worst. And especially, if you do the self-checkout and you're buying alcohol, then someone's got to come card you. Well, some dipshit over here wants to start a conversation with the person who cards, and they're talking about Warrant's 1993 album or some shit. And I'm like, come on.
Oh, I miss Glenn.
But yeah, I just like waiting, and it's like a 5-minute conversation. I'm sitting here like, hey, your line is getting like halfway through the store here because you're having this titillating conversation about cherry pie. But
many years ago, I was waiting in line at the self-checkout on New Year's Eve. And so there was a big crowd because it was, I don't know, like 6 or 7 p.m. on New Year's Eve. So like lots of people were getting their last minute like bottle of champagne or Prosecco or whatever to take to a party. So, I was dressed in New Year's Eve attire. There were lots of other tragic middle-aged men doing the same thing that I was doing, waiting in line at the self-checkout. And there was, a line, nothing was moving. It was all awful. We were all just going, and this, very magnificently dressed young woman who was clearly having a whole day, stormed up to the line, looked at the line, said, I don't have time for this shit, and just skipped past the line and walked to the next open self-checkout thing. And all of us in line just sort of looked at each other and went like, what? I mean, I guess we're giving this local celebrity a pass, but why didn't any of us think of this? Yeah, and just society kind of broke there for a second, but then we reassembled it and all.
Well, you knew your outfit was good, but not that good. You couldn't pull that off yet. So.
Yeah. My New Year's Eve outfit is, of course, like the New Year's baby, the diaper and the top hat.
All right, quick review of the polls last week so we can figure out who's picking the topic for this first segment next week.
Come on, 3P.
Was it?
Come on, 3P.
You want 3P? Is that what you're asking for?
Yeah, I'm going to 3P.
Oh, well, let's find out. I certainly don't have the tallies right in front of me. So our first vote is what's the hottiest urban legend? A satanic tea table, being ground zero for a nuclear attack from the Ruskies, or having a creepy witch at your stoner cemetery. And my satanic tea table won. I don't know why. I voted for the witch.
No.
Okay.
Nice lady.
A nice lady. You're right. She's not a witch. She's a nice lady. Second hottie, silver linings. Your local bakery or the snack combos. And the bakery won, with silver linings receiving 0 votes. So that's cool.
Yet another goose egg in the Michael Beck column there.
You were against some heavy hitters on that one, so
Don't worry, this is where you charge back. The naughtiest, teenagers, mixed martial arts, or being mistaken for an RFK Jr. supporter. Of course, being mistaken for an RFK supporter. Ran away with that one. But I won the polls, winning 2 of them, so it's my responsibility next week. So hope you guys have fun picking your favorite wrestling tag team from the 80s. That's not going to be it. That's not going to be it. It's not going to be it.
Damn it.
But anyway, we're very happy that you took the time to listen to us. Please like, subscribe. Really go to YouTube and watch us. That's where we would like you to go, I think. But we're on Spotify.
Play it in the
see our
background,
beautiful
too.
features. It's great.
Apple podcasts. I call it iTunes because I'm a very old man. But yeah, that's where we are. So, but again, thanks for listening.
Yeah.
See
Good
you
night,
guys next
everyone.
week.
I love you.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Like butter. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for listening. This has been Two Hotties and a Naughty, a podcast about life's little victories and constant disappointments, as hosted by Michael Beck, Hicks, and Dwight Slappe. Editing and production by Michael Sullivan. Our theme is Handel's Entrance of the Queen of Sheba for two oboes, strings, and Continuo allegro, as performed by the Advent Chamber Orchestra. Crystal Howe speaking.